We love to make a great entrance. We rarely, though, think about our exit and what we leave behind. And that's the thought for this week's Sunday question. Hey everyone, I'm Denise Brown, and I write Sunday questions. I like to think of a good question to keep in my head so that my mind can find the right answer for me. And I love to share this with you. So each week I craft a question that we can keep in our head so our mind does the work for us to find a good answer. And what's great is that your mind will find a good answer that's right just for you. This week's Sunday question is inspired by my brother Tim. In March 2021, Tim started texting my sister Julie and my brother Keith during the NCAA March Madness tournament. It's an awesome tournament because all the college basketball teams are just doing whatever they can to make it to play in the national title game. It's exciting, it's thrilling, lots of upsets. And we hadn't done something like this before. And so it was really fun for the four of us to text during the games to share what we thought, what was interesting, what was exciting, what we would have done differently if we were the coach. It was wonderful. 5 months later, Tim died, which, as you could imagine, was devastating for us. And it's hard for me to think about Tim because it seemed like he was unhappy for a long time and that he was trapped in that unhappiness. And so thoughts of him really hurt my heart. And it's been a struggle for these 4 years, really more than 4 years, to think about how to think about and remember Tim. Last night, during the Bears-Packers football game, Julie, Keith, and I texted. And I remembered that Julie, Keith, and I continuously text during baseball, football, and basketball games, college level, professional level, high school level sometimes. Tim started something that we continue. Tim left behind a way for the three of us to stay connected in our sibling relationship. And what's even more meaningful for us, the three of us, is that we have an older sister who is estranged. And despite our best efforts, she chooses to remain estranged from us. So we've lost two siblings. And it's why it's so important for the three of us to stay connected. And it's so amazing that Tim showed us how to stay connected. Mhm. And that insight warms my heart and changes my memory of Tim. It's like he knew how to help us before we knew we needed his help. What he left behind was a roadmap for the three of us to stay connected in loving, meaningful ways through text messages during sporting events. How fabulous is that? I'm actually meeting Keith and Julie and their spouses for lunch in a few hours. Tim impacts us every day, and I'm grateful for that. So, Tim and what he has left behind for us inspired this week's Sunday question. This week's Sunday question is, what will I leave behind? And here's what I wrote for you. We often consider an entrance because an arrival can be exciting. Consider how you arrive for a special event or gathering with friends or celebratory party. We dress for the part, time our entrance, and greet those we know. Under the right circumstances, we can really enjoy arriving. Leaving, though, can be the afterthought. When the party comes to an end, we sort through the coats to find ours, do what we can to say our goodbyes, and then close the door behind us. We rarely give thought to what we can leave behind. Let's change that this week. Let's be intentional about what can linger after we go. We can remind ourselves of this week's focus by asking ourselves this question to start our day. What will I leave behind? We can leave behind kind words for another to keep, a clean, tidy space to save another work, appreciation for another who regularly gives from her heart. In essence, we can leave behind something good for those who use a space after we leave. Leaving behind also can work for the opposite reason. We can leave behind something bad because we no longer need to consider it, carry it, or feel judged by it. We can leave behind a difficult moment in our past, a painful memory, and a regret. With those behind us, we can get back to enjoying our entrance. I suppose the idea of leaving behind ensures we really do enjoy showing up because we also embrace how much meaning we can bring to the end. What will you leave behind? Let us know in our comment section. And if this post and show resonated with you, like it. And if you know someone who could benefit from this, share it. Thanks so much for all you do. I'm Denise Brown.